Hi students, Assalamu alaikum. Our today's topic is concentration of the solution. So far we have discussed what are the solutions, how solutions can be prepared. Solutions are the homogeneous mixtures which are formed by two or more than two substances combined together, and when the particles of one, that is the solute, they dissolve in the solvent, and the particles of the solute are dissolved in solution, they are dissolved evenly. This forms the solution. Now there are various types of solutions. For example, the solute, it depends upon the type of solute and type of the solvent. For example, if the solute is in the form of solid and the solvent is in the form of liquid, so we can have solid and liquid solution. So when we dissolve a solid solute in a liquid solvent, then this type of solution, it is solid and liquid solution. Examples: salt in water. We can have liquid in liquid. Liquid in liquid solution. For example, when we dissolve alcohol in water, so alcohol in water, it is an example of liquid in liquid solution. Third one is gas in liquid. When we dissolve gas in liquid, there are certain examples of these solutions in which the gases dissolve in liquids. So these type of solutions are called as gas in liquid solutions. The examples include the carbonated water, soda water. In soda water or carbonated water, the carbon dioxide is dissolved in the water. So these soda water and carbonated water, this is the example, typical example of gas in liquid solutions. Similarly, we can have solid and solid. Solid and solid. When the solute is solid and the solvent also is solid, so these type of solutions are also possible, are also present. For example, we have the alloys. Alloys, these are the mixtures of two or more than two elements or more than two metals. For example, we see nichrome. Nichrome is an alloy which is made up of nickel and chromium. So we can have solid in solid solutions also. Another one, we can have gas in gas. There are solutions where the solute as well as solvent, these are in the form of gases. Examples include the air. Air is a mixture of different gases, in which different gases, they mix together and they form air, and it is also a solution. So these are different types of solution. But today we are going to discuss the concentration of the solution. Concentration of the solution. What does this concentration mean? Concentration, as I have written here, it is the amount of solute present in a given quantity of the solution. The amount or the percentage of the solute, which may be solid, liquid or gas, present in total quantity of the solvent. Solvent is the substance which dissolves. So this is called as the concentration of the solution. In our day-to-day lives, we see different types of solutions. There are certain solutions in which the concentration or amount or percentage of the solute is low. There are certain solutions in which we can dissolve a higher percentage of solute in the solvent. Now, conversely, we can say that there are two types of solution. One type of solution is the solution in which the concentration of the solute is more and the concentration or percentage of the solvent is less. Second is the solution in which the concentration or percentage or volume or amount of solute is less. So accordingly we have two types of solutions. One is the concentrated solution and the second is the dilute solution. Concentrated solution is the solution in which the solute percentage is more. When there is more percentage or amount of solute dissolved in a solvent, we call this solution as concentrated solution. Second one is dilute solution. Dilute solution is the solution in which the percentage or the amount of solute is less. So we call this as the dilute solution. So concentrated solution, it is the solution in which the amount or percentage of the solute is more, and dilute solution is the solution in which the percentage or amount of solute is less, whereas the percentage of solvent is more. In this concentrated solution, the percentage of solute is more, whereas the percentage of solvent is less. Now, if we have to express, we have to determine the concentration or the amount or the percentage of solute in this solvent. How can we express? How can we determine the percentage or the amount of solute present in a solvent or a solution? There are various methods. Here we will discuss some of them. Methods to express the concentration of the solution. How we can determine the concentration or percentage of the solvent and the solute in a particular solution. I have written here one method which is called as percentage method. Percentage method, it is very common method. Percentage method is very common method by the help of which we can determine the concentration of the solution. Now, this percentage method, it is of two types. It depends upon the choice of the solution. If we have a solution in which a solid solute is dissolved in a liquid solvent, then we use this mass percentage method. Example, I will give you an example: salt water. Salt water is a solution. In this, we have dissolved salt in water. Now, salt is the solute and so water is the solvent. Now, in order to determine the percentage of this solution, we use the mass percentage solution. So, mass percentage solution, mass percentage method, it is used when we have solid solute and liquid solvent. But if we have solute in the form of liquid and solvent also in the form of liquid, when both solute and solvent both are in the form of liquids, then we do not use this mass percentage method, we use the volume percentage method. The example is alcohol in water or acetic acid in water, which we call as vinegar. You see, when we dissolve alcohol in water or when we dissolve acetic acid, that is the vinegar in water. This vinegar, how can we determine this percentage? We use, or concentration, we use this volume percentage method. So these two methods, mass percentage method and the volume percentage method, these are the two methods by the help of which we can determine the concentration of a particular solution. Mass percentage. Here I have written, if we have to determine the concentration of a solution using mass percentage method, but the condition is that the solute, it must be in solid form. So it is equal to mass of the solute. We determine what is the amount or what is the mass of the solute which we have dissolved in the solution and divided by what is the mass of the solution, mass in grams. So mass of the solute divided by mass of solution into 100. By the help of this equation, this method, we can determine the concentration of the solution. In the same way, if we have liquid in liquid, then we use the volume of the solute, volume in milliliters or liters, and divided by volume of the solution. divided by the volume of the solution. Total volume of the solution, it may be in milliliters, it may be in liters, into 100. Into 100, by the help of this method, we can determine the percentage or the concentration of solution, whether it is solid in liquid solution or it is liquid in liquid solution. Another short topic, saturated solution. The second one is unsaturated what is a saturated solution and what is unsaturated solution. Saturated solutions are those solutions in which no more solute can be dissolved at a given temperature. Saturated solution, it is the solution in which no more solute can be dissolved at a given temperature. At a given temperature, when we cannot dissolve more solute in a particular solution, this type of solution is called as saturated solution. On the other hand, unsaturated solution. Unsaturated solutions are those solutions in which more solute can be dissolved at a particular temperature. When we can dissolve more solute in a particular solvent at a particular temperature, this type of solution is called as unsaturated solution. So unsaturated solutions are those solutions in which we can add more solute, whereas saturated are those in which we cannot add more solute at a given temperature. Now, what are the different factors which affect the properties of this saturated solution? When we dissolve a particular solute in a solvent, the solute particles, they take the shapes or they occupy the places between the molecules of a particular solvent. For example, water is a solvent. It is made up of water molecules. These water molecules, they have spaces between them. When we add a solute, the solute particles, they occupy the spaces between these solvent molecules. But these spaces, they have a limited capacity. When we add solute, when all these spaces are occupied by a particular solvent, then there is no space left. At that time, the solution it becomes saturated. And in unsaturated solutions, there is space between the solvent molecules, so we can add more solute particles to this unsaturated solution. Here I have written at a given temperature. It has been shown experimentally that when we increase the temperature of a saturated solution, this is the saturated solution, we cannot dissolve more solute in it, but when we increase the temperature, when we increase its temperature, when we apply heat, what happens? This saturated solution, it becomes unsaturated. That means we can add more solute to it. So we can make the saturated solution unsaturated by heating, by increasing the temperature to a certain level, and at that temperature we can add more solute. So at that time it becomes unsaturated solution. That is all for today. Have a nice day.